See, we're called Night's Watch, right?
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
In Game of Thrones, there's this group of people called the Night's Watch.
There?
And their saying is, the night is dark and full of terror. No, that's not their saying. Holy crap, we got that thing completely wrong. Stannis' men say that. It's the Red Priestess that say that. Huh. Anyway, what are we doing here today?
Welcome back to The Watch. We are The Night's Watch, and we've got a bit of a fun video today. We're going to talk about our expectations.
Fun?
Yeah,
Oh,
fun.
boy!
Yeah, fun!
Woo! But serious.
But seriously, we're talking about expectations for the Kenobi series because it's coming out very soon in a few days. And look, some of us have been through this before, watching TV shows that
Suck.
And
Really
will
bad.
suck, and we know they're going to suck, and we watch them anyways for you, so you can be aware of the issues and the problems, and you can waste your time being entertained by us rather than just hating what a big corporation's making you watch.
There's no English word for it.
They're
It
not
has to
making
translate
you
from
do it,
Albanian.
but it's just the masses
They
are
want
like,
us
why
to
haven't you
suffer.
watched Kenobi? Why don't you enjoy it? What's wrong with that? Well, you can point them to our direction because we'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And
there's a
as
lot.
you can probably guess, we do not expect anything good from Kenobi or anything Disney related in general, basically.
Or anything good from life. Everything sucks.
Any big corporation.
I'm probably going to die alone. And
I mean, that's Oz.
there's not even going to be a new release of Minecraft decent anytime soon, you know? Like, got really dark there.
Why do you-
Sorry, I won't go into Minecraft again, okay?
So anyways, I have seen all the Star Wars films, movies, television, all that stuff. I love it. Kenobi's very close to my heart. After watching Boba and Hawkeye and all those other Disney Plus TV shows, I'm legitimately emotionally unstable when I think about what they're going to do Kenobi. Because I love Obi-Wan. I love the prequels. I grew up on them, and I also love the original trilogy. Like that was amazing. Alec Guinness. That's who played
Sir Alec Guinness.
Sir Alec Guinness.
Peasant.
Yeah,
Guinness.
sorry. Was
He's
also
giving you the
an
Guinness.
amazing.
That's what his calling card was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the Guinness.
And I think Obi-Wan is just an amazing character, and growing up, I looked up to him for sure. The way that he was very stoic, respectable. He sacrificed a lot of things, especially in the Clone Wars. You'll see.
But also, he had a lot of heart and
He
charisma.
was the perfect example of what a Jedi should be.
Yep. And also, he was the perfect example of what an actor should be. Because every other actor in that movie did a bad job because they had a bad director.
Yeah.
He was the only actor that did a good job with a bad director.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen wasn't that bad, but again, based on what he was told to do in the takes they chose him to take. Anyway, yeah. I like Hayden Christensen. I think he's underrated.
Yeah.
Severely
Yeah.
underrated.
Claudia, what are your expectations?
I've seen most of the Star Wars stuff once. I'm not a big fan like you are, but I...
You call yourself a nerd? You don't like Star Wars?
I mean, she reads
I'm
more
a
books than me,
different
though.
kind of
You don't
nerd.
like the laser swords?
There are degrees of nerd. It's a spectrum of nerd. It's
Oh.
a nerd spectrum.
A lot of nerds are on the spectrum.
Also, sorry, it's going to let you all be aware. The first bit going to be like non-spoily type stuff, no leaks or
Yeah,
whatever.
so for all those who haven't seen Star Wars...
No, in terms of like actual leaks that have come out saying what the story's going to be.
Was his father all along.
Who?
The one whose name is literally father.
What?
Oh, she's talking about Vader. No, so initially we're just going to talk about our expectations from the show, why we think it kind of going to suck. Kind of is a bit of a...
Or could not.
No, it's going to suck.
I think it'd be great. I love Disney shows. They've all been good so far.
It'll look alright.
They'll suck.
Oh, not anymore.
Ewan McGregor looks alright.
What the hell was that? It was like some alien thing you hear in...
because I know one.
Are those... Yeah.
That was like my Jabba impression.
I do a much better
So
Jabba
at first
impression.
we're going to just go with our
Do you want to see
thoughts.
my Jabba impression? What do you think?
So what I was trying to say before I was going on another tangent was that initially we'll talk about our thoughts and feelings and try and defend it, and then we'll talk about leaks and why I think that they are either good or bad.
Gonna talk about our feelings.
Yes. So if you don't want to be spoiled, okay, there'll be a section that you can watch. But then after that, I'm sorry.
You guys gave your style. Wait, did you finish yours or did I interrupt you?
Nathan interrupted me.
Yeah, okay, continue.
Wow, that's rare. How's that? That's the pot interrupting the kettle. Because Shad interrupts him all the time. Anyway, your turn, Claudia. Go on. Tell us your thing that Nathan rudely interrupted.
You're rudely interrupted.
Rudely interrupted.
I haven't.
Jackie.
I've seen the movies once. I've
Seen the trailer once as well.
seen the trailer once. The trailer didn't tell me anything, so I don't know what Obi-Wan is going to be
There's
about.
this guy called Obi-Wan Kenobi who was a former Jedi when the Jedi were in power. You just let out a part of your soul. Is this a Horcrux now?
But I liked The Mandalorian for the most part.
Oh.
I liked the music. I liked some of the actors.
You like Baby Yoda?
I liked some of the episodes. Baby Yoda's a little creepy.
Really? I thought you'd find him relatable.
Short and green.
Get new material, man.
Sorry.
We've been telling that for a year and a half.
Sorry, I'm a bit short on material. So you liked the Mandalorian.
I liked the music, and I liked the sci-fi western feel.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool, and the music reflected that.
Do you like the desert planet?
Which one?
The desert planet. There's only one desert planet.
I liked
Jackie.
a lot of the visuals, and that's my piece.
Can I just say as well, sorry, I find it funny that the Boba Fett had literally more Halo than Halo did.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
There was a Halo planet.
Didn't you see the station that was a ring world?
I haven't seen Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
Well, you should watch
Just watch that
because-
one episode.
Because half of it is Mandalorian season 3.
Well, no, it's just like one episode, isn't
No, it's like 3.
it? Okay. You should watch our reviews. Those are funny. We
Yeah.
lost our minds.
Oh.
Just the last one, I guess. The last one's hilarious.
Oh.
Anyway, just that part where the lady shows up in the speeder with Baby Yoda. He's like, "Get out of here! Run!" And she's like, "What? Can't hear over the sound of the explosions I drove your child into." Oh, anyway, here's my Star Wars thing. I was a big Star Wars nerd as a child. I had all the Star Wars Lego, the lightsabers, Darth Vader costume, everything. I was a massive Star Wars nerd. Even had lightsaber battles all the time. I had Lego Star Wars. Did I mention that? I had Star Wars Lego and Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
They are two different things.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
they
believe
are.
it. Mental. And then Disney came along.
Bum bum.
I can honestly say I was a Star Wars fan. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. Before the mouse. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'll say about that. Because delving into my childhood is painful. So everyone laughs at it though. Alright, so next part of the video.
What do we expect from this series, Kenobi? We've had a few Star Wars series now, and Disney Plus in general with Marvel and everything, but this is going to be like a big centerpiece because I think it's like 6 to 8 episodes, one of those 2 hour-long episodes.
Well, what have we seen so far? We've seen Obi-Wan, we've seen the uncle, we've seen that girl who's on the dark side. She's also a Sith.
Inquisitor.
Come on. People in the comments got that.
Sorry guys, I wasn't paying
Do you
attention.
want me to try again?
No.
She was...
Just keep moving on.
And... Someone's upset.
Just keep moving on. Move on.
Alright. And there's... Who else? Who else is in there?
Well, there's the big-headed Inquisitor dude.
I relate to that guy.
Yeah.
And there's Darth Vader too.
Yep. Which we get from the...
And the fact that we've
And
seen...
also the costume.
Yeah, the costume as well.
I think they're going to try and put too much into the series.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to try and change a lot of the original content to suit themselves.
Yep.
And they're going to try and put in too many characters, too many storylines, too many things. And give themselves too much and fail at everything.
Okay. I agree in some aspects. I think for sure they're going to do a bait and switch for at least part of it. We're going to be, opening up with Obi-Wan's story, being on Tatooine with Luke. The Sith Inquisitors are going to come. I think we're going to have a lot of attention on the black female Inquisitor, just because in every other Disney Plus show we've seen, it's always been a female lead take over from the main character, whoever it is. We've seen it in Loki, Hawkeye. What else has come out? Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, they replaced the white guy with the black... Well, they didn't replace him.
No.
Male.
But it was heavily racially charged.
Yeah,
like,
but
way
that,
more than it needed to be.
probably because it was coming out from certain political events that happened in the real world.
What happened in the real world around then?
Oh, you know,
America?
some people couldn't breathe.
Oh, yeah, peaceful protest.
Yeah.
I heard that, Nathan.
Yeah, you did?
You got on the slide, dude. Like, brave man. Whoa, dude, you're
So
a
that
worthy Jedi
happened
Knight.
with Hawkeye as well. It happened... I mean, basically with Doctor Strange as well. It happened in that as well.
What happened, Doctor? Oh, yeah,
Just
that's
a whole bunch of female leads kind of took over Doctor Strange's movie. Where else have we seen it?
Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time.
Halo show.
Halo show.
Star Wars.
I mean, Mandalorian is really... Or Boba Fett's a really confusing example because... Oh, man, don't even remind me about Boba Fett. Because
Boba Fett.
not only did the show kind of... I'm not going in any direction in terms of Boba. It ended up getting hijacked by Mandalorian, and then Luke and Ahsoka hijacked the show from Mandalorian, who had hijacked it from Boba. And so
I hijacked it from George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like Disney.
So I feel like we're going to get lots of hijacking of different story beats. I think writers get very distracted. They forget what the core focus is for the series, even though it's called the Kenobi series. It's going to be about not Kenobi, because he is an important, interesting character. Like, he's meant to be...
I haven't heard the word hijacking used so much in a sentence since September 12, 2001.
And Disney just loves doing bait and switches.
Yeah.
And they will try to make up for it with, like, one episode where there's a big fight scene with Obi-Wan and Vader, as has been promised by Kathleen Kennedy. I don't know where this series is going, because as much as people are saying it's going to be an independent series from anything else, it won't be any lead up. It's not going to be like a Marvel where every time you finish a movie or start a movie, they're just building up to the next movie, and it's so confusing. Yes. I reckon they'll still have parts in the show where it's like, hey, this character? Hey, if you like them, we'll give them a spin-off show like how we did with everything else. There'll be that. I think, man... I can't go any further really without going into spoilers. So
let's do it.
Do we have any more impressions of what the show's going to be like?
I think it's going to suck. Oh, wait, I had a thought. Isn't it ironic that it's the mouse that's baiting us?
Yes. Also, the original script, right, was meant to be Darth Maul as the main villain.
Yeah, like in the show.
And Obi-Wan was going to show up with Maul and have a whole conversation with them, which I think would have meant way more, because one, it means Vader's... confrontation with Obi-Wan doesn't happen until the very end. So when it says, I haven't fought him since, it's like, that was a long time ago, and that's a very peak moment that happens. With Maul, at least, there's a lot more, I think, writing on that as well, because Maul, killed Qui-Gon. It was the first Sith Lord Obi-Wan defeated. And even just in terms of Maul's arc in the later Clone Wars series, the whole... There's a part where Maul is trying to bait Obi-Wan to come back so he can take his revenge because he's a Sith. Yeah. But then he meets up Ahsoka, and that's where the meme comes from. It was like, I was hoping for Kenobi, but it's Ahsoka instead, and they have a whole confrontation and stuff, and Ahsoka and Maul kind of talk about Anakin.
That's where that meme comes from?
Yeah.
Which meme?
Or the whole, I was hoping for Kenobi. That was a meme for a bit. Oh, sorry, we're in different spectrums when it comes to memes.
Yeah, we are in different spectrums, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. And so that would have been, I feel like, a lot better. It would have left Vader alone. I'm sick. I'm legitimately sick of Kathleen Kennedy touching the Skywalker saga. Okay, leave it alone. They did a whole thing with the sequels where it's like, oh, Vader and Kylo Ren and all this other garbage junk. Don't touch Skywalkers anymore. You ruined Luke. Far out, you ruined Luke. They're like the golden child of this franchise. You destroyed him.
Yeah.
So I don't want you touching Obi-Wan, but let alone Vader. Vader's an amazing character. Just don't get... No. Let him show up, but don't let him see Obi-Wan.
And then Rey stole Skywalker's identity.
Yeah.
Kept it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but hey, that's one thing I wouldn't mind them remaking.
What?
Like, not obviously episode 4, but just the fight scene between Obi-Wan.
Well, someone did
Vader.
it, didn't they?
They did. It looked
It was
great.
amazing.
Yeah, but because back in episode 4, so that's the first Star Wars movie that ever came out. The fight scene was really just like two old men slapping sticks together. Two old men having a really slow sword fight. Yeah, that sounds worse somehow. 2 old men.
How often do you think about this?
I dream about it. Can't control it. Yes, I wouldn't mind them remaking that fight scene.
No, I'd rather them just not touch anything. Don't touch.
Really?
Don't touch.
Make new stuff.
Just
new stuff.
You have an entire You have so much. Okay, they have so much other world building and like story techniques. They can do Old Republic. They can go for, like, just get away from the Skywalker saga and all that time period. Leave the lore of the Force and Jedi and Sith and
Stop
space
bringing back
travel.
old characters and destroying them.
Yeah, like just keep in that world building lore, but do a different time frame with different characters. Stop touching the characters that were already brilliant because you're ruining them because you don't understand them. Or
they don't understand Star Wars.
They don't understand.
They don't understand movies, you know? Everything they do, everything they touch turns to crap.
Yeah. So
It's opposite of Midas touch.
And there's so much you can take from like non-canon Star Wars and make it into your own that'll still be cool and interesting. And in some ways,
Do you really want them to do that? Make it into their own. Look what they're doing, making Star Wars into their own right now.
I know, but I'd rather them touch stuff that people don't know.
They don't have to make existing stuff into their own. They can make new content in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
And
What Nathan's saying.
No, Nathan said something else.
Yeah, like just doing stuff with characters that are less known and people don't know as much about.
Like what they tried to do with the animated anthology series.
Like that would be interesting.
But not crap.
Yeah.
Put more effort into it.
Yeah, but don't make it a pop rock band in Tatooine.
Yeah,
what was
that
that
was
episode?
weird.
What? No, bro, it was not like that.
It wasn't like that. It was
No,
like...
it was like, yeah.
Well, it's J-pop.
Yeah, it was.
You don't
not,
like J-pop?
Yeah, but then Boba
No,
Fett
but
walks
the
in
music
and is
wasn't
like,
good though. The music was like, they got someone
and
to
the
write
story
it
was so
with-
weird,
You're
right?
pointing at me. Every night.
Well, because okay, the main singer was a Padawan who left the Jedi Order when
Yeah.
Order 66 happened, and instead of having some cool Jedi origin story, he just becomes a pop star, and that is it.
That's
That
it.
is anime.
That
Doesn't
is.
explore any of the lore.
Nah.
Doesn't explore the
He's
character.
just like, you gotta be good singers and play for Jabba the Hutt, and then they play for Jabba the Hutt, and he's like, oh.
I did like a couple of the episodes, and I did like a lot of the animation that they explored different stories that could possibly be a part of that world while not touching any of the original.
I did a
characters
review
or
for the
stories.
first part. Didn't end up doing one for the second part because I think there's only 1 or 2 episodes that were worth even mentioning. I didn't end up doing the rest of the review, but there were 2 that were decent.
We didn't do the rest of Arcane either.
No.
I watched that again last night. It was great.
Really, again?
No, not last night, but the night before.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, look, there's been lots of Star Wars stuff, a lot of miss stuff. Like, the only hit stuff has been, like, Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm going to say because there was, Battlefront and the more worse mobile Star Wars games, that was the reason why it was good.
Yeah, but look, at the same time, that's just the same symptoms that made those things bad pervade every other thing. So those, yeah.
Should we get into the spoilers
Yes.
stuff now, the leaks?
Yep.
Spoil it.
So the leaks I've heard is the reason why Obi-Wan leaves Tatooine and runs away is because Princess Leia has been captured.
Really?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's awful.
So Leia's been captured,
Okay.
and so that's why Obi-Wan leaves
Is she a
Tatooine.
child? In
Yeah,
this
she's
timeline?
the same age as Luke, which is like a little kid. and
Was
so-
that Luke on the dome?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was Luke. And so the whole story is going to be Obi-Wan leaving Tatooine to go save Leia. Which again, for me, when you get a trailer that has like Obi-Wan looking at Luke and him being like, he's not ready yet, we gotta train him, and then all that conversation there, it's setting up to be a story about Obi-Wan preparing Luke for what's to come, but they're gonna bait and switch it and be like, actually it's for Leia! Yeah! Leia! Bah!
Yep.
Yeah! So I don't like it they're doing that, rather than actually tell us what the story's going to be about, rather than promising stuff that's never going to actually happen.
Surely exploring Leia's story though wouldn't be so bad.
When I first saw the leak, I was like,
Princess.
you know what? That's actually interesting because it makes sense with the whole. Okay, for one thing, it doesn't make sense for the messaging thing because Leia says, "Back in the Clone Wars, you fought with my father," implying that she never really met Obi-Wan. She just heard about him.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole thing where is Leia even going to know Obi-Wan exists? Like, goes to save her, or is she going to be knocked out and then
Maybe
Obi-Wan
he doesn't tell her who he is.
I don't know. But, Obi-Wan's very recognizable. That's another thing, too, in the trailer. It's like, we have to find the Jedi. And it's like, oh, where could he be? Maybe it's that cloaked guy with the beard that has Jedi robes on.
I'm not the
This is not the
Jedi.
Jedi you're looking for.
Don't Jedi do that? No.
And then there's just the whole... When watching the trailer, I just feel like there's going to be a whole arc with the Sith Inquisitors and them doing their own thing, which was very well explored in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I always want to say Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy because those were the classic Star Wars
Those are
games.
some noises you just did. Star Wars.
Star Wars. There's just lots of Star Wars games.
And noises.
But the whole thing with him having to save Leia, again, it's just ignoring Luke's arc and the whole confrontation with his uncle. Because did it say in the trailer that you watched, or was that in a different one?
The trailer didn't tell me much.
Okay.
When the boy is old enough, he must be trained. I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, everyone's
try.
like, at the certain age, Luke needs to be trained.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, I said word for word exactly what he said.
But then the uncle's like you did his father.
Like you did his father.
Yeah.
Saying that, he's going to turn into a dark Sith Lord type thing. Which is like, alright, that's a cool confrontation.
And then
I like
what
that.
Luke did to his nephew.
Oh yeah, tried to kill him. Bad
If
person.
they had actually showed Leia in the trailer, if they had implied, added a bit more spoilers to it, just so we know what we're going into it, I think one of the issues with trailers these days is they either tell us way too much.
The whole movie.
The whole plot, like the last Terminator movie, I remember watching in cinema, and just turning to my friends and being like, great, we got 2 movies in one ticket.
What was that? We watched. Well, that happened to us the other. Oh, it was Ambulance, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I went too.
You weren't there. Were you?
I saw the trailer when I
okay.
went and saw a movie. So
You
I agree.
get the whole movie in that trailer. Or they're so vague and they switch things around to, like, for example, with Last of Us, they faked Joel not dying. They had a whole scene where,
Why?
like... Did you?
In the trailer.
Yeah, because Joel dies in the beginning of the game.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Oh, we
man.
all know
I'm not
about
going to
it.
play it now.
And so I'm scared that this Obi-Wan trailer is going to be very much like that, where there's going to be other things that they're implying, oh, we're going to get some cool story beats here with this character, but then when we actually watch the show, we're not going to get anything. Also, Boba Fett completely ignored half of Boba Fett's arc just by going off on a different story tangent.
I'm a good guy now. Now I'm a bad guy. Now I'm a good guy.
Okay, Boba Fett I understand because it was just basically filler before Mando Season 3. They needed a show, and so they probably just got the interns to write it. As much as they say Jon Favreau wrote it, I don't believe it.
My favourite part about Boba was that he failed upwards continuously, right? And then at the end of all of this strife and death and turmoil, he's like, this life isn't suited for us.
Yeah.
It's just like, are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me?
After all that.
All of that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So that writing was awful. I think they'll probably have more careful writers on Kenobi because Kathleen Kennedy's been very, like, protective of this, it's going to be good.
That's her problem. She's a helicopter parent.
She very much is.
Does she have kids? If she doesn't, that tells us a lot.
And so my impressions of the show, I'm going with such low expectations. Also, I'm going very heavy-hearted because if they do anything to Obi-Wan like they did to Luke, you're going to see it.
Gonna have hell to pay.
You're going to see the Nathan rage. Actually, I might not even get mad. I might just end up bawling. Like, I might actually just cry.
It's not angry.
No.
Just disappointed.
No, it's like...
Nathan, let the hate flow through you.
But
It
I
gives you
will be
focus.
so
It makes you
sad if
focus.
they ruin Kenobi. I will actually cry.
Would you like a spoiler alert, Nathan? They've ruined Kenobi. You will cry. And I'm going to make memes of you crying.
Great, it'll make wonderful content, but I just want you to all know that, like, you're running a franchise.
Nathan,
I'm going to pay for it.
what do I always say?
Expect
How
nothing.
many were we supposed to list?
You repeat yourself a lot, Oz.
I do not. Someone say yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
I was gonna play into that.
Anyway, no, Nathan, it's gonna suck. Just come to terms.
I know it's going to suck.
Did you see me cry about Halo? And that's my Star Wars, dude.
Yeah.
Halo's my Star Wars, and it's much better than Star Wars. Halo is better than Star Wars. This is an objective fact. Halo 1 to 3 is better than Star Wars.
I disagree.
How can you disagree? It's got better writing, better directing, arguably better music. Actually, the music is, I'd say, 50-50. It's equal.
I think they both earn the respect they did. Okay, they actually don't get the respect they both deserve because they're being trashed on now.
Yeah,
but they both earn massive respects in my books. I think they're both up there in what they stand for and what they were like creatively in the original vision.
You don't like Star Wars like as much as he does? You're not like a massive Star Wars nerd?
No.
And you haven't seen any Halo apart from the crappy TV show? Alright, so
And even then, the last 2 episodes.
when I force her to play Halo, then we'll get her opinion and she'll be the objective, measuring judge.
I just like the story more in Star Wars with the religious themes and symbolisms. I know it's in Halo as well.
Dude, there's literally a place called the Ark where they went to survive the flood.
I know.
The Covenant, the Halo ring. Dude, come on now.
But
John 1:17, the law was given by Moses, but salvation comes through Christ. That was the point of that. Come on, man. There's more biblical references in Halo by like 50,000 times. Okay, not that many, like 5 times.
I get that.
So don't even hit me with that.
I just like Star Wars more.
So you're just willing to admit that you're not big. You subjectively like Star Wars more.
I biasedly like Star Wars more.
Fair enough. But objectively, Halo 1 to 3 is better.
Leave us your comments. I want to see who.
Yeah.
I want a poll. Basically, we need to do a live stream and do another poll. Tell us. Maybe I'll ask Shad if we can do a community post.
Yeah.
What's better, Halo or Star Wars?
Yeah. But tell you what, though, dude, they both met the same fate. Halo met a worse fate than Star Wars.
So much worse. Oh
man.
my gosh.
Oh, dude.
Halo was the one game where you could have made a brilliant story. Like, I get other games are a bit harder to make TV shows and movies from. Halo is the one franchise easiest thing to make.
Even the cutscenes alone have a brilliant story. The music, everything,
you can
the writing.
Do the cutscenes, and that's your whole thing.
That's the thing. Shad he's like, okay, fine, I'll watch the cutscenes for Halo. But he starts with bloody Halo Wars, a prequel, but I'm like, dude, no, just watch Halo 2 anniversary cutscenes. And then Halo, that's all you got to do. Yeah. Halo 1's too slow for him. I like Halo 1. It's a good game, but it's way too slow for the modern era. Anyway.
One of the things I think just is ruined in modern media is that people want to rush into things super quickly. There is no time to sit back and enjoy a show or movie anymore. You have to
Arcane.
Arcane.
They take it slow.
They take it... But even then...
That's why it was so good, because they actually took their time. Where they're not
they did, but there was still...
And it was made by
that was a really good... That was a
really,
really good TV show, the more I think about it.
What, Arcane?
But I mean, Arcane.
Can we just not get over the fact that how good Arcane is? Let's keep staying on it.
It's just a wonderful TV show.
Literally...
Watch it on Netflix.
Every single time I watch the 3rd episode, I cry.
Yeah.
I've seen it probably like 5 times. Every single time I cry.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because the girl who did the voice for Powder, she's an incredible... Anyway, every single time I cry that scene.
I'm just sad that older movies, for example, like Jurassic Park, the older Star Warses...
Star Warses.
We've already had this discussion.
What's your favourite Star Wars series?
The older Halo games and just older older media in general was a lot slower paced
and better.
Take your time with it, better because you could just sit there and be engrossed in the story and experience. Where now things are a lot faster, you binge things more quickly. There's just more things coming out, so you got to get through it all.
And so it's money grabbing.
Yeah,
a lot of money grabbing
lots
content.
Of cash grabbing, clickbaiting content.
Sounded funny when you said it. Crash grabbing, click-claiming content. I can't say it properly. That sounded dirty when I said it. Cash grabbing, clickbaiting content. Okay.
Yeah.
Crash grabbing,
Cash grabbing, clickbaiting content.
How many bears could Bear Grill? Anyway, go on. Sorry.
And so it's sad that Kenobi would have been a beautiful series, I reckon, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
No.
10 years ago.
Try 15 years ago.
Oh, jeez, my gosh. 15.
How old are we?
I forget what year we're in and how long ago stuff came out. Like, when you told me when The Dark Knight came out,
16
Dark
years
Knight-
ago.
16 years...
I remember...
There are 16-year-olds who were born when The Dark Knight came out.
Whoa.
They probably, straight after the movie, the date that their parents were on.
Legit, though. That's freaky.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Really? You don't like that people are born and grow old and die?
I don't like realising how old I actually am, even though I'm not that old. When people watching us
We're
always
not
call
that
us
old.
old.
A wise person once told me, people get older.
Who was that?
think it was Abraham Lincoln who said it.
Okay. Anyways, we've rambled on enough. I think we are all in agreement that the show is going to fail dismally as we watched through it.
Crash
and we're going to
burn.
criticize it like majorly. Like Halo, we did a lot of stuff, but the way we're going to review it, I think, is how we did Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Which is we all watch individually. We have our notepads. We write through all the notes. We sit right here and we say our thoughts. And I'll make you a promise. If I start crying or get overly mad at something,
I'm going to call you a pussy.
Film yourself.
I'm going to have the camera set up so as soon as something happens, I will stop hitting...
You just
Did you say kill yourself?
No.
What you said?
I said film yourself.
Oh, I thought you said kill yourself. What?
I think you need help,
What
Oz.
if you do? Film it.
As when he cries, he's gonna film himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
crying.
Okay, I thought you
Jump.
said we're going to
He's
kill
gonna
himself.
get
What?
gonna get on his Instagram stories. Guys, I just watched Obi-Wan.
Leave Obi-Wan alone. Please.
Seriously. I'll be
Leave
like that.
Obi-Wan
Maybe
I'll be
alone.
like that.
Lake of Fire, I hate you. I don't know, it's stupid.
No, I will. I will get... If there's any built-up emotions, I will get the camera straight away and just film it for you all. And then we'll, like, cut to the actual review.
Yeah. I'm getting tired. I need a snack. Man. What flavour is that lip balm? Can you get a spoon?
Vaseline flavor.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you know what that tastes like. Sometimes it just comes out.
Oh.
And I can't stop it.
Put it back in.
That's what
That's what she said.
That's what he said.
Oh, that's what they said. Anyway,
I'm in pain
We've been the Night's Watch.
again.
We've tried to stay on topic, but with these two, it's so hard.
it's not my fault. She's a woman.
You asked about the Vaseline.
And you're a man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, so let's get the hell out of here before we...
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the reviews, because they're going to be coming.
I'm a human, and I'm coming. That's Alex Jones. Anyway, whatever. Look, okay, I'm kind of flabbergasted about all the things...
Anyways, we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks
Bye.
for watching.